Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm muted. Silence you. All right, we're good. We're good. We should be better. How's everybody? How is everybody? Is that AI? I don't know. I don't know. That's... Is it? Or was that just me? Is that just me? The badge gives it away a little bit. AI is so weird. AI is so realistic anymore. If you don't know what to look at when it comes to AI at first glance, it's hard to tell. AI, Atlas Investor. There we go, Aaron. Oh, man. Greetings, everybody. Greetings. The eyes are soulless? I don't know. My eyes are soulless. My eyes are soulless. All right, let's get to it. Let's see. Where's the Nightbot at? The Nightbot's just randomly popping up during the day. Nightbot. Let's see if we could get the Top Step risk disclosure in here. Tuesday night. 10 years old Dakota on the Nasdaq. Trade 100-point bangers, right, Coach Jay? The camera quality is too good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started early. That's when I learned about the ticks. That's when I started to learn about technical analysis. On technical analysis, do I have blue eyes? Let's get to this. Let's get to this market. Nasdaq ready to go. Look at that. There's 100 contracts at the ask already. Getting started. Still no Nightbot. Still no Nightbot. So I'm gonna have to do it myself. All right. He wonders why I always give the Nightbot crap. Okay, as always, welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA. As always, there's the Top Step risk disclosure in the YouTube chat. This is for educational purposes only. It is not a signals class. It's not financial advice. You know, we all have our own agency, clicking the buttons at our own risk. Futures are risky, right? If you don't know what you're doing, and sometimes even if you know what you're doing. Now, I don't know what happened to that 100 contracts. It disappeared. Let's get to these markets. It's Technical Tuesday. So let's go through some technicals here on the Nasdaq. Let's start on the daily chart. And I mean, it was a pretty straight up technical setup here in the Nasdaq, right? We get a nice, beautiful rally. This is a daily chart. We have a pullback, a sell off, and now we are getting continuation. We have earnings tomorrow. We have FOMC minutes tomorrow. The question is, from this point, do we get a breakout and a continuation? Or do we get more consolidation and maybe we stay in this consolidating range for a little bit? I'm not sure. We do have, like I said, earnings tomorrow. Another key thing to point out is where did we pull back to? We pulled back to this nice level. Now these are zones. These are zones for sure. And that's where we got a bounce, and that's where we start a rally. Now, if we start to zoom in, since it's Technical Tuesday, I'm going to keep with the technicals, and we'll get to some questions. We'll see if there's any trade setups tonight. And let's take a look at this hourly chart. So I talked about this during fast markets, and if you tuned into fast markets, you know exactly what I'm going to refer to. So we have a shoulder, a head. There's the head, and then another shoulder. Now, it's not perfect. It's not like a perfect head and shoulders, but you get the point, right? And then here's kind of the neckline. Today, during the New York session, we broke out. We had another pullback, and now we had that continuation. I'm looking for this market to get up to these 500s, the upper end of this, consolidation, this resistance. This is a big resistance level. I wouldn't be surprised if we get there tonight, maybe during London session. But that was a key example of head and shoulders and this market rallying. And it looks like during the afternoon, during most of the New York session, we just kept going straight up, rally, rally, rally. worked out beautifully for the buyers. Now the question was, this is kind of where it was a little bit difficult, is where do we buy, right? Where, from the hourly chart, you can't really see any buying opportunities, at least from the way I looked at it. But if you zoom into the 5-minute with the power of hindsight, it's pretty simple, right? You take a look, and for Technical Tuesday, here's everybody in the chat. Please pay attention. 3-bar reversal, right? We get a nice sell-off to start the beginning of the New York session, and we get the 3-bar reversal the first 10 minutes. Now, I don't trade. I don't like to place any trades the first, usually 30 minutes. But look at this. If this is not an example, clip this. I mean, do whatever you can. This needs to be, I guess, clipped. Okay, clipped. This is Dakota's video of what a 3-bar reversal is. I'm going to explain it. All right? 3-bar reversal. You typically have a move, a trend, or a pullback, some sort of move in a direction, okay? DBA concepts. For this example, we had about 20 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes worth of a sell-off. You can see it right there. There is the sell-off. Now, you have a reversal candle. Typically these are dojis. These are, you could call them whatever you want. This is the main reversal candle right there. Main reversal candle right there. See, reversal candle. It's clear. It's very obvious. And the way it works is this candle right there that sets kind of the direction. And then you have the reversal candle. So we have candle number 1. Candle number 1 right there. Candle number 2, which is the reversal candle. And then guess what? We have candle number 3. Hint is the 3-bar reversal. Now, when does it actually officially become the 3-bar reversal? Well, when candle number 3, right there, right in front of us, crosses the high part of the candle number 2. So basically, there at that candle, as soon as it breaks through the high of the previous candle, is considered a 3-bar reversal. You could Google it. You could ask Chat GPT or whatever, Grok, whatever. Any AI could probably explain it. Let's do it. We're gonna do this live. All right. We're gonna ask Grok. All right, Grok. What is a 3-bar reversal in the market? Let's see what Grok says. All right, there's an example. Okay, you could go through, you could pause this, you could read it. Probably, I'm just guessing. Okay, I'm just guessing. Can you show me an image? Let's see if it's going to show me an image. I don't know. How do you do an image on this? Please confirm what you'd like. I can generate. Yes, generate. We're learning this together. All right, here we go. Let's see if it's going to generate what a 3-bar reversal, and we're going to see how accurate it is. All right, this is not working out the way I thought it was. Nope. You failed. Let's see if we could get this. I'm dead set. Explain. Okay. Well, I'm getting this. Grok is not a trader. You know who Grok reminds me of? The Nightbot. The Nightbot. This is as good as the Nightbot. Yeah, Grok is failing me. I didn't explain it properly. It's as useful as the Nightbot. Anyway, there it is. My drawing's a lot better anyway. So there you go. There you go. Man. That's a 3-bar reversal. Now, the question, there's a little bit of discrepancy, right? Or discretion when trading this is sometimes you want to, get in as it's breaking this high, or you want to wait for this bar number 3, right? Bar number 3, which is right there, to close above it. So it depends, right? That's the answer. It depends on how you want to trade it. You either want to get in as it's breaking above it, or you want to get in after this bar number 3 has closed. And it's really up to you. I mean, could you imagine if this candle right here just was straight up, right? Then you miss out on a lot of the move. Sometimes it comes up and then it turns around. And so it can be very difficult. It's not as clean as what we see in this example. Sometimes the 3-bar reversals are very ugly. Sometimes, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of examples, right? You could go back and look up many different examples. Like here's one, right? Now, this is an example on the opposite side, right? This is an opposite 3-bar reversal. Could you imagine waiting for this candlestick to close? You would be getting in way down here, right? You're getting in way down here at right at the close of this candlestick. So this is an example of, oh, wow, it was much beneficial to get in when we broke the low of that reversal candle right there, right? That's more beneficial. You get a better risk reward. And so there's always that debate I have going on, and just like, do I wait for it to close? Do I not? And then here's an example which, waiting for it to close would have worked out, right? We broke it, right? We broke this 3-bar reversal. See, we have this downtrend right there. And then we broke it. And then when it closed, we didn't really quite close above it. And then we broke it again, we closed, and then it sold off. And so if you would have waited, you probably wouldn't have even entered the trade right there. So it depends. Oh, look at this one. This one's a beautiful, right? That's a beautiful one. And that's as picture perfect as it gets too. So knowing when and where to take 3-bar reversals is also key. You just don't take every single 3-bar reversal. 3-bar reversal, buy it. 3-bar reversal, sell it. No. Location, like monopoly, like property. Location is more important. I would say about that is where can we take these 3-bar reversals? Typically, the stop would be below it, right? So if we're looking at this again, I'm going to say we enter right at the break. The stop loss I like to put below that reversal candle. Maybe you want it tied up against it. Maybe you want it a little bit more loose. And there's so many different ways that you could put a stop. Or maybe you want to just be a little tight on risk and put it below this candle, right? And then just trail it up every candlestick. There's so many ways of doing this and so many variations. I'm just going over the very basics, okay? Now, location matters. Where do we take these reversals at? I would have loved... sorry, I'm playing around with these charts a lot. But I was looking for this market this morning to come test these lows. I wanted to come test these lows. These lows of the New York's or the overnight session, I wanted the market to come down to these 150s. If that 3-bar reversal happens to these lows, I would have taken it. But we kind of just got that 3-bar reversal just in the middle of this move. So I location matters. Location matters. Here's a good, let's find some good examples. I don't know. You guys chat, you guys find the examples. Anyway, DBA concepts. Similar to an ICT breaker, I'm going to tell you what. So much of the crap you see online is usually just renamed and repackaged. There's some good stuff out there, though. But candlestick charts have been around for longer than I've been alive, longer than I could ever remember. This is not new. This is very basic and simple technical analysis. The key to this stuff is risk management, location and risk management. Anybody could find a 3-bar reversal. You could teach a kid. You could teach an 8-year-old to trade 3-bar reversals. The key is when do you take them, the time of day do you take them, and then the risk management, right? The risk management. is, I dare to say, more important than anything else. So there you go. And that concludes Technical Tuesday. Let's take a look at gold. Oh, gold. Yeah, it's just DBA. It's all DBA concepts. There's no. We have golden bullet. Here we are. We're on gold. Let's go over DBA concepts, golden bullet style. We're in gold now. Oh man. Oh, chat. What? I mean, hey, how about that last night? Who remembers last night? Coach Jay and I, right? DBA concepts, golden bullet. We have a nice trend here in gold. And guess what? What was Coach Jay and I talking about? We were talking about what happens if we break this trend line. Well, there's a risk that we come back down to these, this lower level of support. Well, sure enough, we did. And that one was straightforward, right? You know what I like to see is when we break the trend, guess what happens? I like to see this market come back, retest the trend line, and then we get that continuation. So a break, a retest, and then continuation. This is support on our way up. Support becomes resistance, and then we sell off. And then we look for targets at the next level of support, which is going to be in this zone down here. There's the Nightbot just coming in for plugging into Instagram. That was a nice banger here in gold if you were able to take that one. I'm not really seeing much tonight, to be honest, chat. Not seeing much tonight. Oh, I wanted to mention something. This is important. This is important to me. I posted something today, and I get traders ask me all the time, what's one of the biggest, if you want to look at what I posted, there it is. It's right there in the chat. I'm going to try and be a lot better with my posting on the Twix on social media. It's right there, Ben. It's on X. So I want to get better with posting more in-depth stuff about trading, my trading psychology, helping, not just the drama. So kind of backing away a little bit from the drama. I don't care about the clicks or the views, but I'm going to be posting more stuff like this because I find it important for myself. I found it important what I see in others. But yeah, if you missed it, if you don't have X, Bernie, yeah, I'm going to do some more shit posting all night. Yeah, that's going to get me the clicks and views. But here it is. This is extremely important to me in my trading journey, and and it goes really deep. It does. Traders, as much as all the crap and the drama that you see online, this is what we're in the battle against. We're in the battle against ourselves. We are our own best friend, and that we are our own worst enemy when it comes to trading. Nobody else, right? We beat ourselves up the most. When we take a bad trade, who gives you the most crap, right? You might have a good friend. Maybe you have a troll in the chat that will talk some shit, talk some drama, and say, you suck, you this, and this, and that. But in reality, nobody could beat you up more than you beat yourself up, right? Is that not true? And then vice versa. No one can uplift you more than you could uplift yourself. I have some great friends, and sometimes I'm like, man, this sucks. And for some reason, they just like, that's okay. It's like, man, you lost $5,000. I message Coach Jay. He's like, that's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. And so that's very, very important when it comes to the trading mindset, when it comes to, becoming a better trader. Doesn't matter what part that you're at. If you're at the very beginning, if this is your very first day learning about futures, learning about, how to trade, or if this is like year number 10, year number 20, and you're still trying to become a better trader, it's applicable for everybody, right? Where that's who you're in battle. That's who we're at war. We're not fighting these markets. There's nobody across the screen that I buy gold and they're selling gold. It's not like that anymore. It's not the old school way where you're trading against the person. Sure, there might be an algorithm or another person that might take the opposite side of you, but that doesn't matter, right? One individual trade will not dictate whether you're going to have a successful trading, career or a week or a month. It's you versus you. You hear that a lot. You hear it all over the place. You hear it in every little analogy when it comes to these different sports: basketball, football, hockey, golf, rugby, tennis. It's you versus you. We're focused on, how do we become better? How do we improve our own trading? And yeah, that's basically it. Who cares what anybody else says online? Who cares what anybody else says? You could even go as far as who cares what you think, right? If you have inner demons that says, I see it all the time, where traders like, I give up, I suck, I'm just not meant for this, I'm going to quit. It's like, man, if you had a best friend, what would he tell you? If your best friend was right there in the moment where you just blew your account, off of some stupid news event that you didn't expect, or some tweet that moved the market 200 points against you, and you just blew your account. And you're beating yourself up. You're in your head saying you suck, you're going to quit, trading's not for me. And your best friend came in, heard you telling yourself that. What would they say, right? They'd call you like, yeah, you're stupid, you're a dumbass, right? Why would you say that to yourself? You wouldn't even say that to anybody else, right? And that's the reality that we face. We have to be our own best friends. Topstep, and there's other places that have great communities. The Topstep Discord, where, there's some trolls in there. You have to filter through some of those trolls. But that's what a Coach J is to me. That's what Coach Hoop is for everybody else, is you go through those ups and downs, and you could come in and say, hey, it's okay. We're going to get back at this. It's just another loss. I love my analogies. Coach J loves these basketball analogies too. Kobe Bryant, I don't know if it was his rookie year. It was when he was very young. Made like 3 air balls in a finals game to lose, right? Kobe Bryant airballed in a finals game and lost. And then what did he do? Instead of just crying about it, giving up, quitting, he went to the gym and just shot all day. He shot basketball just all day, gym all day, obsessed with the process, and became better. And the next thing you know, he's winning they're winning championships. He's becoming one of the greatest basketball players ever. It's the same thing. You blow your account, you take a loss, you practice, you follow your process, you get, obsessed with the process. Not obsessed with making money, but obsessed with the process. Yeah, the game's not finished. It's not over. So some other influencers would just say you suck, call you a loser, talk trash, show their bank accounts, show how much money they make, right? Trying to separate them from everybody else. Insanity. Let's see. I missed through half the chat. Sorry, guys. I got on my rant. I posted that today, and I was pretty passionate about it. So that was definitely my rant. Let's get back onto the topic. Technical Tuesdays. Let's see. Yeah, it's not about anybody specific, guys. The Psycho No Bar Timer. ICT rants also. Are we getting a 3-bar on gold in the 5-minute? I'm watching gold. Yeah. If you were looking to short gold, that was it. While I was ranting, gold was having that 3-bar reversal to short it. And that was not too bad of a place to short it, right? There was some support right there. And so that 3-bar reversal, we came up, we kind of touched that 33.15 and got it. Nice thoughts. So I'm going to kind of focus a little bit more on that. I might throw in some shit posts and some drama for the funds. Chat is amazing. What happened on NQ 1 hour? What happened on the NQ 1 hour? What do you mean? Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. I'm still expecting this market to maybe drift higher and test these 500s. Gold to sell off long term. Long term gold goes up, right? I remember my grandparents telling me the price that they bought gold at. So it depends on what you classify as long term. My reset was 4 days ago and still haven't been activated. Can someone tell me what's going on? Captain USA, reach out. We did have a 3-day holiday, a 3-day weekend holiday, but like I said, I am not support. I know the Discord's absolutely amazing. Here, I'll give you a link to the Discord. I haven't had any issues, but let me make sure. Come on, Nightbot, step up your game. Step up your game. Going green, hit the reverse for the first time from short to long. Okay, horse broke. I worked support one time in my career, and it didn't last long. Did not last long. I have one heck of a story. I told Jay my support story. Ugh. I'm not much of a support guy. I don't believe this or not. I do not have the patience to be in support. I do not. I do not. Let's get some tunes. We need music. Tell us. No, it's. I'm not telling this one on air. I can't. I cannot. You guys are just gonna have to use your imagination. Let me get some music. I have the patience to read chat, but my patience is limited with individuals. Okay? I can't even hear it. I gotta turn some music on. Let me know if it's too loud, chat. I gotta turn my speakers on. There's Topstep. There's Nightbot with the risk disclosure at 7:02. 8:02 Central. Yeah, we always remember the bad runs. Oh. Yeah, the support stories. Here we go. Yeah, I just needed some music. Nightbot needed some music. I'm not support, chat. Chat's asking me all these support questions. I'd love to answer all of those. It would be not correct because I do not have those answers. And I'm taking more Spanish classes. I'm going to become extremely fluent in Spanish. Mark my words. Hey, this is not inappropriate music. It's Latin. I've checked it out. I do know my Spanish cuss words, so I could identify if there's any inappropriate words. And market's not moving. Market's dead. We have FOMC minutes tomorrow. We have NVIDIA earnings after the bell. Tomorrow's Wednesday already. Dakota, ask your hairstylist about going platinum blonde. No. Let's look. I mean, Nasdaq looks bullish to me, chat. I mean, look, we're holding these higher lows. Can we see a breakout? Are we going to see a breakout tonight? I have not blown an account since July. Okay, what's platinum blonde? No. No. I was when I was baby. When I was a baby, I was. They call it a towhead. Yeah, let's see. I have a baby picture of me. Let's see. I do have a baby picture. See if I could find it. Yeah, yeah, 3-bar reversal could work on basically any time frame. Markets are fractal. At least I thought I had a baby picture. Let's see. Not too bad. Let's see if I could share it. All the baby pictures? If the chat, yeah. Too bad you can't send pictures in the chat, right? Everyone, no. It's a good thing we can't send pictures in the chat. You can imagine what we get. Blowing accounts is an acquired skill and taste. All right, here's the baby picture right here. Man, that was so long ago. Obviously, it's been a long time since I seen this picture. I remember that was such an itchy outfit. I'm born and raised from Utah. Born and raised in Utah. I don't know how old I was. Let's see. Yeah, that's about the only one I have. Itchy. Yeah, outfit. All right. Should pop the color. Yeah, I'm a 90s baby. A 90s baby. While these markets are just not doing anything. Is gold moving? Gold's continuing to sell off here. Look at the 1 minute. I would say a buying opportunity in gold, but equities are popping. FOMC minutes tomorrow. Buying gold doesn't seem exactly right until we have better support. I mean, as of right now, the fact that we broke through this support, we broke through that trend line that I was talking about. It was more like that, right? And with this bearish momentum and the equities rallying, it's hard for me to find longs in gold. I think there could be a decent chance that we could come back down and test these 280s, 290s, come test these lows. If anything, that was a missed short opportunity, right? That beautiful 3-bar reversal. Your baby picture's like exactly like the movie The Accountant. Wish we bought more than one, so I could have held a runner. Story of my life sometimes. Mark Sanders. Clipped it. Clipped it. Whenever anybody asks me what a 3-bar reversal is, I'm sending them this link. All right, let's see. Anybody submitted for slow markets? Hashtag slow markets on Twitter? No? Nothing. No submissions. Gold pushing. Anybody else short gold? Hoop, are you short gold? Look at NQ. NQ popping. Gold dropping. Hey, me. Coach Hoop, no, not short gold. Let's see, where do we open up tonight? We opened up basically here. Oof, go longs look juicy. I'm gonna take it, chat. I'm gonna take a little long right here. Let's see if we get along, test those highs again. Possibly break. Risking 25 points. 25 points. Yeah, I'm late to the party. Obviously, a better entry was a break out above this consolidation, so 71. Late to the party. Let's get this. Let's go. Let's zoom into. I'm gonna zoom into 1 minute and see what we could see on this lower time frame. Is that the yen? Sergeant Black Gold? Big reversal on. I'm assuming that's the yen symbol. I might be wrong. We'll make enough for dinner tonight. Let's go for it. I actually have dinner reservations. A nice steak dinner. So I need to pay for that. I think $70 would be the dinner. Pay for dinner. Your mom's making her famous chili. Yeah, $1 or less than 70, right, Bobby Axelrod? I tell you, I don't know what it's been. I have no idea what it's been. That number's been popping up. It's like the movie Focus. If you've ever watched the movie Focus with Will Smith in it, it's a good movie. Go watch it. That's exactly what's been happening. Short 6J. Gold 3-bar reversal. Yeah, let's get a continuation and new session highs here in the Nas. Go get a push up to 500. If I see more consolidation, I might add to this. Is this for tax purposes? So the stake can be deducted? You know what? Yeah. Yes. I need nice steak dinner so I could stay. I could make sure I have the proper nutrition to look good on camera for my job, for being on-air personality for everybody here. I'll post a tweet while I'm at dinner, and that would be considered a work dinner. If I post a tweet about coaching a trader and helping traders become better traders, does that count as a write-off? I think so. It's a write-off in my book. And the music stopped. Putting my entry at your stop. Good luck. Do you ICT? What does that mean? What does that mean, chat? Is that like, do you even lift? No, I don't. Sergeant Black Gold. Everything I do is through an LLC. No, we're doing the gold bullet here. No silver bullet, all gold. All right, let's get this dinner. Winner, winner, steak dinner. Let's go. I don't eat French fries. No French fries for me. Lower carbs. Come on, lower carbs. Do you even ICT, bro? Yeah, single member LLC. That's what I have. I think he looks athletic. Who, Phenom? Not financial advice, though, chat. Not financial advice. If you want financial advice, go to a financial advisor. Maybe your local tax guy. We have traders from around the world, so taxes and finances are different depending on where you're at. Different countries. Do we need more fancy names? No, we don't need more fancy names than DBA Concepts. What's better than that? It doesn't get more fancier than that. We don't need... We have the gold bullet. I locked out early today. I was done trading. The market... I got in long, took a loss, got in another long, I ended the day positive, and then it was just choppy for right in this area. This is New York session right there. See these? I mean, yes, we kept going up, but this price action right there, that was messy, right? Green candlestick, red. Green candlestick, red. Green. It is kind of barcoding, kind of drifting up. And then we had a nice breakout, but I was done trading by then. All right, I think I'm going to enter a second one. We're holding these 74s pretty well. We're holding these 74s really well. If this gives me an opportunity, I might get into another one for another breakout. Come on, do it. Come on, all right. Let's do it. Not just talk about it. Okay, I'm long two Nasdaqs. Upwards target. I'm going to look for 500. Nice 1-to-1 trade. But I might close out of one of them early. I gotta pay for dinner first tonight. Now it's going down. It's going down. 3 points. 4 points. I'm down 3 points. What a slow market tonight. Down 4 points. I'll pay for your dinner. You're short 476. Okay. Technically, yeah. If you have a live account and you're short from 476 half, I'm paying for your dinner. Right now, right? Well, I mean, if it gets down to, if I close it out, then sure. Remember, trade's not done until it's closed. How many times have I demonstrate that? How many times during my slow markets? Remember where I was in that gold long last week? And it went all the way down, almost hit my stop loss. And then it turned around and I had a nice, $4,000 trade. So a trade's not over until it's over. Don't overthink it. Follow your process. Try Ben's trading style with the 1 second chart. I trade on a fast time frame. I use the 100 tick. I don't think I could do a 1 second. Liquidity all the way down. Big. Wait, down, dump, big. Liquidity all the way down, dump, big. What market? 2000 tick is your golden. Uh-oh, I'm down 7 points. What would you do? I just canceled dinner reservation. Just say, F it. Screw it. I just lost money. I can't pay for dinner. Dinner for 5? Well, dinner for none at this rate. Oh! Oh! Oh, let's get it! Yeah, dinner's canceled. Blew the count. The new. That was 1 point away from your stop loss. Were you long, Greg? Dinner's back on the menu. And just like that. You was long? Trader Dog, yes. From Tick, yeah. Yeah, typically. How tall is Dakota? How tall is the Dakota? Any guesses, chat? How tall is Dakota? No, shorter than that. Higher than that. Shorter than... Come on, chat. Yeah, 6 foot is the closest so far. 6 foot 1/2 inch. Yes. Yes. Gold star for you. 6 foot 1/2 inch. Gotta include that 1/2 inch. It's important. Ask anybody. A 1/2 inch can make it or break, make or break it. I'm 5'12". I'm 5'13", okay? Yeah, with shoes, I'm probably 6'1". We still got 30 minutes left. Yeah, 1/2 inch is huge. We're not going down that rabbit hole. Why did I long? I went through it, man. I went through it. We're making higher lows. Making higher lows. We had a nice bullish day. I did my analysis on an hourly chart. I'm looking for this market to come up and test these 500s. And this is definitely a possibility that we break out into the long side. But, you know, if the market wants to sell off, it can. You never know. That's part of trading. That's the beauty of trading. You never know what the market's going to do. You just manage your risk. Follow a process. Evening party. Yeah, we're getting some pretty party, some jams here. Oh, we're making dinner tonight. Yeah, winner, steak dinner. Let's keep going. Another one of those big green candles. One of these dark gray candles right there. Beautiful. Actually, this is light gray. Right, light gray, dark gray. We want the light gray ones. Is there a huge difference between MNQ and NQ? Yeah, the tick value, right? MNQ is 1/10 the size. MNQ is a micro and has more volume. Come on, another one of those light gray candles. Let's go. Light gray, all the way. How is there so much? What do you mean? ADHD folks having a blast in the chat. Oh, do you think I have blue eyes? Mike Cunning, yeah, I'm red-green colorblind. Sadly. And I found out during the fall. I found out in the fall that I am red-green colorblind. It was sad. I did not expect that. It just came out of the blue. Or it came out of the green, right? Whatever color that is. Oh, there's some big orders stacked. Big. I don't know if we call that big. There's some orders stacked at 89s, 88.5 up to 490. There's a little bit of some orders right there. Man, look at those buyers just bought up those 71s. They're blue. They are blue. Yeah, you can't see my eyes. Let's see. Can you see them? Maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, I can't zoom in. You're also red-green colorblind. Unfair advantage being colorblind. Hey, maybe that's what makes me a good trader. I just can't tell. Am I winning? Am I losing? I don't know. I'm just following this process I developed, and people tell me I'm winning. This is charts after dark. Slow markets. Uh-oh, market's selling off. Huge sell-off. Huge. Monstrous sell-off. Down 5 points. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in danger. Minus 9 points. 10 points. Minus 10 points. No dinner today. No dinner today. We skipping dinner again. Not yet. Not yet. It's just, we're boring. Gold still buys when ES and Q. Yeah, but gold is not 100. Like, the correlation between gold and equities is not exact. Why is my stop so big? It's because it's slow markets. Typically we see, I mean, it's not that 25 points. That's about my average stop during fast markets. It just looks big because this is slow markets. And you can see we're down 9 points, but we could be right back up there in the next minute. We're gonna see. wonder if we're going to go down to these 60s, these 460s. Where's Jay at? Jay joins me Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays and Wednesdays. Jay's on. And then Baron on Thursdays. More like 460s next. Yeah, I'm curious if we're going to either form a higher low. We're going to come down and test this level. Or if we are going to form a higher low somehow. Broken structure. I don't see any broken structure yet. Maybe you're referring to this as broken structure. But over here on the 5 minute, I don't see broken structure. Jay did a nice job on TopstepTV. Yeah. Jay did amazing. He had his the nice transitions between the segment, between everything that was going on. Thanks for the class. Nap time. It's about getting that time to take naps. My other thought was if we do start to break through these 50s and 60s, then there could be a possibility that we come back down and retest this level, these 430s, and these levels down here. That's what would be at risk. I think if we break through this, we could be at risk at testing lower. Maybe we just go right to my stop loss. And who said it? Stop loss is a better entry. Is it? Chat, is my stop loss a better entry? Short to previous day's high. Previous day's high was up here. Let's DCA. What about DBA? JK. This is going to be the slowest of markets tonight, isn't it? I see trading range. We're settlements just below this too. So it's a whole lot of nothing, chat. A whole lot of nothing tonight. Dillinger says, I remember some time ago you mentioned prepping for a Series 3. Did you get it? Yeah, that was like back in like September, October, November. I got the Series 3 and the Series 30. So I keep them right here. Yeah. Series 3, Series 30. Does this Series 3 help with trading? Nope. They do not. It does not help you become a better trader. Is it good to have? Yeah, I would say it was good to have. I'm glad I know what it, and it allows me to do a lot more. It's some really good information. Education is always important. Always. Do I also trade other accounts? Yeah, this is something I'm doing here for Topstep in these Topstep accounts, demonstrating for everybody here on air, figuring out how to day trade these futures. So far, what's the point of having a Series 3? Never heard of a Series 3 in over 10 years of being interested in trading. You should Google it. Your best friend, Google. CFA, Certified Finance Addict. I've been in the process of getting my Chartered Financial Analyst. That one's a beast. Getting your CFA is a beast. It's not just one test. A Chartered Financial Analyst is a heck of a study. Yeah. Series 3 and Series 30 is like cakewalk compared to that. It's not a waste of time. Education is not a waste of time. A waste of time is when you stop learning. So here's the thing. I make more money trading than I would getting any certificate or getting any degree. But it doesn't make learning not important. Yeah, you can make a whole lot of money trading than you can with many. I could probably spend the next 6 years, become a doctor. Maybe I become a neurosurgeon, right? Neurosurgeon. Still make more money in the financial markets. Let's see, what's the neurosurgeon annual salary? It looks like 400,000 on the high end. 400 to 600,000. Yeah, I made $500,000 with the Topstep account last year. And it also depends on what your motivations are, right? What makes you happy? What makes you happy? Yeah, I took $500,000 in payouts in my bank. There we go, Tebow. I am a surgeon, a trading surgeon. And the Nasdaq is my client. I don't know, Flyer Jim, is would being a neurosurgeon, is that less stressful than trading? I don't know. That's the question. Is being a surgeon more or less stressful than being a day trader? Yeah, half an inch matters in surgery, yeah. Yeah, and NQ needs cosmetic surgery. Day trading's like disarming bombs. The insurance company's got ya. Gold is bleeding. This Nasdaq needs CPR. Let's pump the market up. A lot more stressful. I work in the OR. Serious question. What made me not add? I'm fine with only risking 25 points with 2 contracts. I'm risking, what is it? $900? I'm risking about 1,000. on this trade, which is fine. It's a third of my daily loss limit, risking 1,000. Trading's the best job. You could trade from anywhere around the world as long as you have an internet connection. Yeah, naked and a trade. Naked and a trade. As long as you have internet. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Gotta figure out the logistics of it. I have a lot going on right now, so it's more of the matter of time for me. Potential head and shoulder on the 1 minute. We're just going sideways. We're going to the right. That'll be a 24-hour stream. Internet with enough bandwidth. True. Depends on the time frame. Yeah, this market needs to go up for me to pay for the dinner tonight, chat. Yep, Topstep's based in Chicago. All right, we're going through this playlist again. Let's switch it up. I don't see the market shift on the 1 minute. This trade's based off the 5 minute. My stop loss is based off the 5 minute. But yeah, I could see that Nasdaq broke through this tool support. But over here on the 5 minute, nothing's changed. Sadly. We're going down though. It might change. It might change if we start breaking through these levels. Nasdaq, be good to me. Of course, soup. You can see the office out the window. Okay. What I'd like to see is if this is going to be a higher low, that would be great. And then we got to draw it out. We have to manifest. We got to speak this into existence. Okay, chat? Here's a low. Here's a higher low. Here's a even higher low. So now we're looking for this market to make this as a higher low. And if this holds a support, then that means the market will go up. We'll come break through these highs. And then we'll keep going up to 21,500s. Gotta manifest this. Speak it into existence. Yeah. No, we don't want the stop loss to be on the screen. Don't think about the stop loss. Markets go up. Right? Markets only go up. There we go. We gotta have one right here too. Nasdaq knows which way to go. We hide the stop loss. $21,400 pound sign star target. Maybe we just consolidate to the New York session. I will consider adding though if we hold. If we can hold this level, I'll add to it. Gold doesn't know what it wants to do. Nasdaq doesn't even know what it wants to do either. Sideways. Let's move to the next one. Short's starting to look good. Is this a live account? Yeah, look up at the top left-hand corner of your screen. Same account, live. Topstep X 2185. That's been that way since July. Account number has not changed. This account has not changed, everybody. It's been the same one. Been the same one. No switching accounts here. You see the good, the bad, the ugly. No blowing accounts and reloading and resetting and around. Taking screenshots of green. Maybe nothing burger till London Open. How many live accounts have you have? Can you have? One. Uno. I would love for Topstep to have 5. To me, yeah, I don't know what it would look like. When MP comes back, I'm asking him. I'm asking MP. Say, MP, why do we have 5 XFAs and only 1 live? Can we have 5 live accounts? Is it how can we make that happen? I'll be the devil's advocate, chat. I should have added. Yeah. I know he said that, Mask Trader Rick. Nothing wrong with bringing up a conversation, okay? Nothing wrong with bringing up a conversation. Conversations are good. They're constructive, okay? It's not like this is not decision making. This is just conversation. We're jamming. This market's going nowhere. Yeah, Coach Hoop. That's my understanding. I stopped looking into it in depth. Who knows? I think I know you can have sub accounts, right? Main account, you can have sub accounts with the FCM. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it would look like. Probably the logistics of it, like the paperwork, all that crazy stuff. What do I do in my spare time? I am a coach. I did a lot in supply chain. I don't do anything. I've stepped away from my supply chain responsibilities. Deliver pizzas. Maybe I become an Uber driver. I'll be an Uber driver on the side. Not for the money, just to, I don't know, for fun. Yeah, technically. Yeah, once you're in a live account, it's a live account, right? So if you buy one at market, it goes through the order. Will you affect the market? For a nanosecond, your order might affect the market, but you don't trade enough size to really affect markets, to be honest. A millionaire worked with me on the tech bench at Best Buy for fun. Interesting. Five more minutes. 5 more minutes. This has been the slowest of markets, chat. On a technical Tuesday, nothing really going on. I might just close out of this trade and take a $500 loss. Should I just do that? Because if this doesn't hold, I think we could just, I don't know. Because now I'm not even thinking this might not even hold this now. Do we just flush? Do we flush through this? What's my daily loss limit? I've been stopping myself out at $3,000. Your money is on it breaking. Your money is on it breaking. This is settlement though, right? This is basically settlement right here at 460. So yeah, I could see us maybe coming down and retesting this level at what? 440s. Maybe coming to test some of these levels down here if we start to break. But that's still not much. It's still kind of consolidating though, right? Consolidating in this range. Or maybe we just have a big 20-point candle that just straight up new highs. Looks like I'm washing dishes for dinner tonight. $600 worth of dishes. I'll be there. That's like a week's worth of dishwashing, right? Dishwashing for a week. Worth it. Well, chat. I think this is where we're going to end it. Leave everybody on a cliffhanger. About a minute left. And we have not really went down 14 points. I could wash the dishes and be the server and the cook. End the pain. End it. An hour and a half of nothing, chat. You guys have a good time. Everybody have a good. You learned something today. Did you guys learn anything today? 3-bar reversal. I talked a little bit about the emotions, right? Emotional side. Our worst enemy, our best friends, all that fun stuff. Yes, patience. You learn my height. Okay, that's very important, I guess. You'll be a successful trader. Tomorrow I'll have Coach Jay. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll be on tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it here. Chat, you can follow along. Enjoy. And I'll just leave you with this. I will leave you. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? 1 second. I'm not going to leave you just yet. Not yet. Oh, there's a candle. No, maybe we'll. Dinner is on it. Maybe. Let's see if we get a little bit of bounce. Yeah, I'll let you guys follow this along with this one. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to sit here in front of my computer and watch it. I'm going to go get some dinner. I'm going to leave you with this, though, chat. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow.
Dakota rises with the morning blaze. Charts are dancing in a golden haze. Eyes like arrows aiming at the prize. The market trembles when he strategizes. Coach Dakota flipping trades like a star, turning pennies into dreams that go far. He don't guess, no, he's sharp and he's wise. Every move's a lesson in disguise. Screen lights flicker, there is morning muse. Candlesticks tell stories he'll never lose. Patience sharper than a blade of steel. Dakota moves quick, but his calm is real. Numbers racing, he's got them on a chain. Through the chaos, he's the eye of the hurricane. Signals whisper secrets in his ear. He trades the waves, no room for fear. Coach Dakota flipping trades like a star, turning pennies into dreams that go far. He don't guess, no, he's